Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here up in the Garden of Eden! And we actually worked our way over here on our way to the Tate and Tackle because I was told there are Valentine's presents waiting for us down at the mailbox! And so it sounded like the perfect thing to stop over at the house with Ash and then go down and see what our Valentine's presents are. And while I was coming over here, it did occur to me that I have an idea of what to do with all of those magpie ash, because many of you guys suggested this idea and I was like, that's perfect! But we are actually, instead of going over to the Tate and Tackle today, even though I know we really need to, oh look, and you can see Hunter's Roots from here. Oh, how amazing. Oh gosh. But yes, even though, oh, and you can see Mushroom Island. Ah, that would be so fun to visit too. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, oh, and the Nympsia Garden. Jeez, never mind. I just really like looking in. There's our Tree of Light. There's just a lot to see over here. Oh my goodness. We need to be on this side of the zoo more often. But anyway, we have a whole giant mob of magpie that are down in the Egg Research Center. And I want to take them out and we are actually going to release them into the world around here, kind of around the entrance to the zoo, because they will go out and they're Cracker Jack's children. I have no idea how she had so many children, but she did. And Cracker Jack's children will go out into the world and they will be gathering all of the different items, the little random items that we will eventually have in Cracker Jack's shack. And Cracker Jack's shack is going to be a little store for our magpie Cracker Jack that will just sell kind of like, you know, the random stuff like string. Here's a couple potatoes. Who knows what I'm going to do with these flowering vines? Here's a piece of paper. Kind of the random stuff that you can find in your packs a lot, or just, you know, laying at the bottom of your chest and you don't know what to do with it. Like, what am I going to do with these leads? I have an extra juicer. Why? Things like that, where it would be like, here's a little bit of rotten flesh. Here's a stack of jungle saplings. So sometimes it can be really cool, awesome stuff. Sometimes it might be just some green tea. In fact, let's go ahead and drink that green tea. That sounds like a good idea right now. Ha! Now I'm going to be super fast. Look at us go. Look at us go. But yeah, so I thought that would be really fun to release the magpie, and then we might just see them all over the zoo in the future. And we'll say that they are off gathering things, random things that they can bring back to Cracker Jack that we will eventually put into Cracker Jack's little shop, which I want to put, and I think I can almost see it from here. Ooh, there we go. But I want to put Cracker Jack's shop basically right there between the pomegranates. And I kind of want to have like the little shop front and then like a bridge and then maybe a little boat or something in the middle. So it's like traders who come up and down the river can just like bring their little boat right there and trade their random things with Cracker Jack at Cracker Jack's shop. Geez, that's such a mouthful. But yeah, I thought that would be really, really fun. And also I really love being in the Garden of Eden for a second because look at all the trees. When we reach 700 episodes and we got birds in the bush. Oh gosh, are we about to reach like another 100? I better do the math. Maybe we'll just keep going with like the 100. So we're almost into the 50s. Ash, I wonder what we should do for like episode 50 special. I'll have to look into that. All right, let's harvest the Garden of Eden stuff really quickly. And then I want to go and release the magpie today. So we're going to release the mob of magpie. And it was actually really fun to read about magpie again, because we've learned a little bit about magpie in some of the previous episodes, but I looked up more about the black-billed magpie, because they're the ones that I think you can find here in the United States. Got it. But yeah, they're the ones you can find here in the United States. And I forgot that they're so social. They're kind of members of the Jay, well, they aren't kind of, they are members of the Jay family, kind of like blue jays. And as a result, they have a little bit of a bad rep because not only do they kind of like to steal things, they're extremely intelligent, so they can really get themselves into a lot of trouble. Kind of like the big parrots can also get themselves into a lot of trouble. All right, let's grab this apple really quickly. All right, Ash, all right. Hello, Nightlock. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Oh, good kitty. Good kitty. He really loves protecting our very special garden. And hopefully we'll be able to add in another tree when we reach 100 episodes of season 3. Pretty soon. It's coming along, coming along. I wonder if it might happen before or after my birthday next month. We'll have to see. But yeah, so they have a bit of a bad reputation because they're so smart they can get themselves into some good trouble. And also because they're nest raiders. They will eat nestlings of other bird species. They will eat eggs of other bird species, which in their defense, oh my gosh, it's a pile of cake. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, what does the sign say? Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, look at it. Ash, what are you doing up there, for crying out loud? You're going to startle Jude. You're not like a reindeer to dance around on top of the roof, sir. Jude, look at this. You still have your cake. I have a whole bunch of cake here now, too. And the Silk Touch pickaxes do not work on cake right now, so it's here for a while. I guess, do I just start at the top? Look at how much cake this is. I'm going to leave it here for now, and then we'll start eating it in a little bit, because, oh my gosh. Ash, smile for the camera. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it's chocolate sprinkle cake. This is enough to share with all 3 of my darlings. Wonderful. So my 3 boyfriends who are still clones among themselves. Here, I'm going to finish this cake up for them then. And we can share the other cake, okay, darling? And darling and darling. Yep, there he is. There they are. All right. My three boyfriends are still roaming around, so I need to solve this. But this too is another thing we will be solving pretty soon, along with solving the issue of having Holly missing. And I'm pretty sure I know where Holly is though, Ash, so don't you worry. Don't you worry, buddy. Ash, do you want to take over your sister's duties? That's actually a great idea. He's probably like, no, darn it. Ash really likes adventuring, but he's also a little bit of a naughty boy, and he's really close to Holly. So I think he wouldn't mind taking over Holly's duties and watching after all of the squicken. I have to get that squicken back. I mean, look at all these eggs. Ash, this is just too much. All right, Ash. This is way too much. He's like, really? No, you can't hide. You're going to have to do this, okay? Your sister needs your help. Watching after all of these cloning squicken. I swear there's more than usual again. I have to go get the other one that tried to... He's skedaddling. Sunflower. I know he's like a distant cousin, but he belongs in his little pen. I should really just make a squicken exhibit pretty soon, shouldn't I? That would be really cool. That would actually be really, really fun to make just like a wild squicken reserve. We should do that pretty soon, like a wild squicken reserve. That's on my list. I really need to actually have a list again. I think we used to. Do I still have it kicking around in here? I think I had notes somewhere. Now I just have a clue. Left over from the festivities. Nope, I don't have my little notepad. All right. Ash, my boy, you are very, very close to your sister Holly. Holly is very close to all of her dodos, her chickens, the birds of various types. She loves them. She has gone off somewhere. We don't know where. We're going to find her, so you don't need to worry about that. But we have no idea where she is, and I need you to watch after her birds until she comes back, okay? And I have a good feeling of where she might be. I'm pretty sure we'll follow like a trail of feathers in the future or something like that. But you need to stay here and watch after them. And that means I need to empty your backpack. So he's like, really? Okay, hang on. Okay. I know you want to go somewhere, Quill, the bazillionth Quill, but you got to stay here. Let's close the door. Hello, darling. Firm handshakes all around since I don't feel right kissing you and I don't know which one you are. All right, let's put these eggs away and the nutmeg away. Potatoes, raw pork chop. Should I just put the essence berries in here for now? Why not? All right, chuck these things in here. And then, hello, Aki. I hope you're doing well. It's almost time to start swapping up her crops. We really should just have at least one. You think we'd have time for more, but at least one day every month where we like go in and we swap her crops out. And I really don't think I need any more sweet potatoes, but you're doing a great job with them, Aki. So we can try growing some other stuff. Like grapes maybe. We'll look into it. All right. Oh, geez, she's so fast. All right, so let's see. We've got that. I need to clear out his inventory of whatever he has. We have the swan egg. I picked up a Gouldian finch egg. Oh, because we have some new stuff that I'll have to show you pretty soon. Over by the tiger exhibit. Pretty excited about that. But for now, one project at a time. One project at a time, Seri. All right, Ash, hang on here. Good. See, you're already on top of things, picking up the dodo eggs. You keep that dodo egg. He has a bunch of willow saplings. This is from when you were helping us out over at the Tate and Tackle, wasn't it, Ash? Oh, and you got so many fish. I'm so proud of you. Good boy, good boy. All right, and we'll gather up all these blackberries and all this grass. And now your job, my friend, is going to be, if I can find any, let's see, there's a chicken egg. All right, your job is going to be to gather up these ink sacs and these eggs. And where did my kiwi go? I bet she's somewhere in here. I just can't see her right now because there's so many other things. All right, is there anything in here? Yes. There's plenty of food for you, Ash. So you're gonna take over your sister's duties here. Good, I can hear him picking up the items. You're gonna take over your sister's duties here until we come back with your sister. Hello, Pochi. All right, no, you guys, seriously. Okay, you gotta stay here, okay? All right, good, Quill. Good, Quill. Oh, goodness. So there we go. That little chaotic mess is somewhat attended to. All right, we'll come over here. Egg, berries, and then the rest of it has to go over here. And then let's go get our mob of magpie. So as I was saying, they are nest raiders, and they will go in and they will eat nestlings from other species. And that can get a lot of people upset, like really quickly on the surface, because you're like, oh my gosh, they kill baby birds. And yes, that's true, but you can't really think of it in terms of like the morality of a bird, because they're a bird. So really what they're doing is they're eating an excellent source of protein. I'm not condoning like you going out and like eating nestlings straight from the tree, mind you, but it is an excellent source of protein from the bird's point of view. And so that's why they'll go, hey, there's this nummy little baby here. I'm just going to kind of nibble it a little bit. And they get a lot of proteins. But that doesn't really, that doesn't really appeal to people. All right, there's my grapes. Jeez, I don't know why they wouldn't harvest properly before. That doesn't really appeal to people. And then they are very, very smart little creatures. Darn, I don't know where my grapes went again. They just like to vanish like that. So they do get into trouble. They like to kind of chase people. They like to harass people. I'm often being told by you guys who live in Australia how the magpies will come and swoop down and like attack you. And so people have to wear helmets when they ride their bikes and things like that, which is just like, oh my goodness. I've never really been actively pursued by a bird bent on attacking me, except for the Quaker parrot my mom used to have named Twinkles. Twinkles was the meanest bird I have ever met in my entire life, and Twinkles would have attacked the snot out of you. She had no sympathy. She was going to mess with you. She was going to harass you. Twinkles was not a nice bird. She was named Twinkles because she knew how to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. She was a Quaker parrot. And the problem with Quaker parrots is that they really tend to bond to just one person. And so Twinkles bonded with my mom and didn't want anything to do with the rest of us. And then when my mom would show affection to her children, that was a no-no, because Twinkles should be the only one in Twinkle's little world who mom would show affection to. So she was highly offended that mom would dare to show affection to somebody who was not Twinkles. And that is where all the trouble came from. Where the heck? I thought I had like a bazillion safari nets. Did I use them all up on like all sorts of random things again? I probably did. All right, I have 2 here. I have a bear. So I have 3 safari nets. Oh gosh, that would take me forever. Okay, let's see if we can make some temporary ones really quickly. Or maybe I'll just have to like buy them off Iverson. Oh gosh. All right, how many temporary ones can I get? I can actually get a few. Okay, I know this is kind of wasteful. But I'm going to grab this. Do I have the boots? Where are the boots? All right. Because sometimes we'll do this instead. Do I have any leather boots anywhere? Darn. All right, so I'll grab this. And then hide. Wow, you can make elephant chest out of... Well, you can make like hide boots? What? All right, well, I'm clearly behind on some things. All right. I know this is kind of wasteful. Actually, can I upgrade them? If I had iron bars? Okay, let's just upgrade them. And we're going to make them ourselves. Normally we buy these from Iverson because it's a little bit cheaper. But, oh, wait, there were iron bars right there. Ha ha ha. But today I'm being a little bit lazy pants. All right, and then I needed to do this. That's the gel. I don't want the gel. I want the recipe. Oh, no, we can't upgrade them. We can make the gellers safari nets, but that's not quite what we're going for here. We just want the normal kind of safari nets. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got those. Got a little bit of wood I need to shove somewhere. All right, out of here. And then let's go ride Sunflower and eat the cake. Let's go ride Sunflower and get that mag of mob pie. Mag of mob pie? What? Mob of magpie. There we go. Oh my goodness, mob pie actually sounds kind of interesting. Maybe we should... Hello, darling. I really hope that's not a 4th darling, because that would just complicate my life immensely. 4 boyfriends would be... I just feel like that would be a horrible idea, Sunflower. Horrible idea. Here, let's land you down here with the peafowl. It's amazing how like that took 2 seconds, and when we're on foot, this little gap here takes a lot longer. There's our Prince of Peafowl. Dun dun dun! Look at him in his glorious, glorious self. The albino peafowl who lays gold ingots. That is really cool. I feel like maybe we should have a special exhibit for him, but this is a gorgeous exhibit as it is, so he's probably pretty happy here. All right, we're going to keep moving. Hello, little hummingbirds. Hello, hello. All right, close the door. Dang it, hummingbird. All right, come on out. There we go. Got him. All right, there's a little maggot. Food for the chameleons. Get in here. Phew. All right, now we have to face the giant mess that is... Oh gosh, fluffy mittens. And loose pigeons. Why do I have pigeons loose? Okay, come here, pigeon. And you go here. Dang it, pigeon. Where'd the other pigeon go? Jeez! Seri, the lyrebird. It's a male lyrebird, and he got me good. I heard the sizzle of a creeper, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a creeper in here, not in my egg research center. The animals, protect the animals. And it was him. It was the lyrebird. Oh my gosh. And I do want to release the pigeons, and we're going to release the pigeons in relic ruins because I think it would be very appropriate for them to be all over relic ruins, kind of like pigeons you would expect to see in a big city. You know what I mean? So we'll release them there. And oh my gosh, Cracker Jack, you have a lot of children. I'm going to do my best. We're going to release Cracker Jack's children. All right, and I feel like I haven't told you guys enough about Magpie today. Well, Cracker Jack has clearly, how many kids do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, stop moving. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 in here. That means there's 10 children that belong to Cracker Jack. And Cracker Jack, as a magpie, would normally have a clutch. And you guys remember the word clutch? It means kind of like how many eggs the magpie would have at one time. Who's having issues? Oh boy. Everybody okay? Okay, I think everybody's okay. Here, scoot, 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 scoot. All right, stay here, Blaze Chickens. I feel like Blaze Chickens would be one of those bird species that would only have one baby. One baby at a time. Oh, maybe it was the lyrebird making some new noise. No, it was a pigeon! Oh, poor pigeon. What happened to you? What happened here? Oh, the poor thing. It died. Now I have a really small bird meat. Like really raw, small bird meat. Oh. Alright, stay, pigeon. Alright, I have to scoot you over here. Alright, there we go. Alright, phew. And Fluffy Mittens is just enjoying being in here. Maybe this is where Fluffy Mittens wanted to be all along. Maybe it's like a researcher bunny. I haven't had a researcher bunny yet. I feel like it's been a while. I think I had a bunny, but I don't know if it was a researcher bunny. But anyway, so there's 10 children that would be, you know, the clutch, the number of eggs that were laid by one female bird during her breeding period. And normally, magpies would have 1 egg to 9 eggs. And just like most birds, the first clutch of any female tends to be a fewer number of eggs. Most of them are infertile. But clearly, she had an abnormally high number of successful eggs. So normally, they're tan or olive brown in color. I'll see if I can remember to get a picture of the eggs up for you. And the two magpie actually usually nest together. So the male and the female will pick the nest site together, and they build a really nice size magpie nest. It actually takes them quite a long time to build it. And the female will then lay her little eggs, and they'll incubate them for about 16, 19 days. Probably, I would say like 20. I always estimate high, but that's just me. And let's see. So we need to gather up everybody who's not Cracker Jack, because they're going to go out into the world, and they're going to help their mom. All right, so I got to make sure it's not Cracker Jack. Okay, that's Cracker Jack. So Cracker Jack, your children are headed out. They're going to go into the world. I'll have to come back for a couple of them. They're going to go into the world, and they're going to collect many, many things for you. All right, Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack's still here. Good. All right, so we're going to release the Cracker Jack's children. And whoops. Okay, release that child by accident. There we go. And they're going to go collect things for her to sell at the Cracker Jack shack in the future. All right, this will be kind of fun to just like randomly come across, hi little chameleons, randomly come across magpie pretty often. Oh, really? Really? Well, Alex is probably doing stuff, so I don't want to, whoops, sorry about this. Whoops, sorry about this. So I don't want to ask him to sleep right now because it's just raining. And besides, they have to learn how to survive in the wild, so this is going to be okay. All right. But yeah, and they're actually very social creatures, so they will live in big groups like this. I'm kind of tempted to leave. I think I might leave those other ones with Cracker Jack for now, just so she has like a few of her kids with her. They can kind of help interact with these current children who are going to be released. We're going to set them off. Okay, we're going to release them over here, and then we'll just have to see how far they get, where they decide to go. All right, you guys, go forth, collect many useful things for your mother, so that you guys can run the Cracker Jack shack together. But yeah, they will just like a lot of the other jays stay in big social groups. Usually the pairings are like the male and the female. Ash, I didn't know you were in there. You startled me, Ash. There we go. I forgot I had you in there. And there we go. So now we have the little mag of Mobpie, mag of Mobpie again, the mob of Magpie, and they're loose, and they're gonna go and gather up different things. See, they're really heading out too. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. they're going to go and gather up different things and bring them back to their mom so that she can run her little shack, her little shop, and it'll be really fun. And if we get enough stuff and they become populous enough, then we might actually open up shops in other areas of others of the world. I think that would be pretty fun. I've already been told by the others that they thought that would be pretty cool if they had a Cracker Jack shack. But yeah, so I'm really excited, and hopefully we'll learn some more interesting thing about magpies. The only other thing I can really think to share with you guys, that was a butterfly. That was cool. And actually, oh, hey, there's one. But the only other thing I can think to share with you guys is that the magpie will actually hold a funeral. And I don't mean that in a really formal way, but if you have a magpie who discovers a dead magpie, it'll do a certain call that will attract many, many other magpie into the area, and they'll all kind of gather around it and sort of like study the body, which I thought was very, very, very interesting, because very few species seem to recognize a dead of their own species. So that was pretty cool, even if it was a little bit sad. But the more I learn about these guys, the more fascinating they are becoming to me. Oh, and did you know that they'll sometimes steal the meat from coyotes and foxes and things like that? And they also will like sit on top of cows and like cattle, elk, deer, pick the ticks off. So they're quite diverse. They have a really diverse diet, and they're really quite interesting. But off they go. So now we are going to see all sorts of random magpie. That's going to be awesome. We're just going to see magpie sort of popping up out of the woodwork, and we're going to know, oh, it's just one of Cracker Jack's kids. This is so cool. All right, guys, that project is done. And now we can slowly work our way back over. Wait a second. Ash, what are you doing here? Did you teleport to me? Ash, you're supposed to be watching after Holly's eggs. That's why we didn't expect you to pop out of a safari net. Oh, all right, I'm going to make Ash go back and take care of the eggs that his sister left him in charge of, or we were leaving him in charge of in her name. And then I will meet you guys over at the Tate and Tackle tomorrow. We're going to make some swan nests for our swan, and we are going to work on building a second entrance after you guys have suggested it to the Tate and Tackle. So we're making progress on that. Huzzah! And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.